Welcome to another week of the Bobby Cremins Show. I'm Nate Ross, your host, of course, along with the head coach of the College of Charleston Cougars, Bobby Cremins. Coach, a unique situation this week, only one game to talk about because of semester break, and now the second semester has begun, but a great way to end the road trip with a win at Wofford.
It really was, Nate. You know, we were 2-0 going into this road trip, and of course, if you watched the last show, you saw the highlights of the Furman team, probably the most improved team in the Southern Conference. And then we had to stay up there in that Greenville, Spartanburg area and play the defending champion, Wofford. And our Wofford games have always been something. And it was not a disappointment, Nate. Wofford is a senior-based team like we are. And it went down to the wire, and we are very, very fortunate to come away with another road victory.
A lot of guys contributed, 6 guys almost in double figures, a bunch with 9. Let's take a look at the highlights.
Nate, again, you see the crowd here, and you know, packed house, and then of course see Godlock coming off a nice screen, and there you see our freshman Trent Wiedemann in the game, and I can't say enough about the job Trent has done inside. There's great, what we call that is great anticipation by our Englishman Andrew Lawrence, and he's a very bright kid. There you see a strong rebound, and you see our fast break, and watch this passing here, Nate. Right inside. Look at the kick here. And Andrew Lawrence. Great assist by Donovan Monroe. I love that. When I see that, it's called drive and kicking. And great play by both those young men. That's what we call a kick out, a post kick out. And Jeremy Simmons gets the assist. And a lot of teams will do that. They'll double Jeremy and give Antoine that shot.
And then there's a guy named Dahlman on the other team.
What a great face-up. What a great player. SoCon, Player of the Year. And I don't have enough accolades about him. Beautiful drive by Andrew Lawrence. But I can't say enough about Dahlman. I can't say enough about Johnson. Their perimeter games, Rundles, Diggs, Losing. I mean, this is just a solid basketball team. They almost upset Wisconsin in the NCAA. Now, here's what we call a turn down. Drew Godlock turns down the screen, drives baseline, and makes one of his patented floaters.
Jamar Diggs, the guy you just talked about.
Bad defense by the Cougars on rotation, and of course Wofford, a very, very smart team. Nate, they're smart, they're experienced, they play with confidence. Beautiful little curl move there, and you know, right now it's anybody's ball game. We're trying to hang close the first half. Now watch this pass kick out, and Trent Wiedemann with his first 3 of his career at the College of Charleston. And Trent feels good at that. He's out of Atlanta, Georgia, played on the state championship team, Greater Atlanta Christian.
Get you the lead at halftime. Here comes second half.
Look at that pass, and what a seal. All right, now we're going second half, and just great roll there by Dahlman. So smart. He's absolutely incredible. As you can see, we're down 2, and a great pass from Drew to Donovan. Anybody's game here. Now watch this move by Godlock here. Look at that. Just a patented pull-up jumper. Puts us up 3. And with 11.5 to go. Willis Hall, good basketball. Under control. Nice pass. Look at this jump hook by the freshman Wiedemann. And again, we just got a great basketball game. TV game. Now that's bad transition defense by the Cougars. And once again, we're only up 1 point. Now watch this rebound, Nate. Now watch Willis Hall here. What's his hands? That's what I just call great alertness around the basket by our sophomore Wilson. Now watch these power moves by Jeremy Simmons. You can't leave Godlock. Jeremy Simmons reads that. He goes straight up and a beautiful jump hook. And now it looks like we're about to get control of the game, but we are not. Another power move here. Wofford never gives up. 2 beautiful power moves right to the middle. Everybody's really excited. Jeremy's excited. However, Wofford comes right back, and look at that move by Godlock. Off the backboard, off the glass. And Nate, we're down. We're only up 3 here, and we got to play some defense. They hit a 2.
It's Rundles.
And they cut it to 1. We inbound the ball, and Godlock made 2 shots, and they fouled us again. And this is the icer, the second of 2. And it gives us a great road win at Wofford.
Our AT&T Player of the Week this week comes from the Wofford game in a 1-possession game late in the game with a little over a minute to go. Everybody in the building knows Andrew Godlock's going to get it. and Andrew Gowdlock comes through. You can see he comes off the screen there from Willis Hall, and without the double team, he beats everybody with a phenomenal banker. The senior comes through when he has to in a very, very close game. Here's a better look at it. Off the double team, Andrew Gowdlock gets the drive to the basket, pulls up for a little teardrop, and the senior does what the senior should for the Cougars. One last look at the great play to give the Cougars the lead by 5, your AT&T Play of the Week, Andrew Gowdlock. We're very happy to have a special guest with us this week, Coach Nancy Wilson, the head women's basketball coach at the College of Charleston. And Coach, we'll talk about the season, but first, every season presents unique challenges. Only 2 seniors on your team this year. Everybody knows about Tony Gertie, but talk about the seniors, what they've done and what they mean to your team right now.
Well, Tony is obvious on the floor. She does a little bit of everything for us. She's our floor leader. She's our team leader. She's, one of our best shooters. She is the best defensive player that we have. Was the best defensive player in the Southern Conference last year, voted as that. And so she does a little of everything for us, and we call on her for that. And then Brianna, with her infectious personality, is just a real joy to have on the team. She practices very hard. So both of these seniors show our young team how you should practice, how you should prepare, and what type of attitude you should take into a game.
And Tony's going to be special. Correct me if I'm wrong. She'll be in the top 5 in points. She scored over 1,000. With a couple assists, she'll be the all-time Division I leader in assists at the College of Charleston. Yes. And I just love to watch her play. She loves to watch the men play as well. You always see her in the stands jumping up and down. Great enthusiasm. I mean, that's got to be infectious.
Well, it is. And, she is a true competitor. She is very emotional in a positive way the majority of the time. And, sometimes we have to tone her down a little bit because she just works herself up. But, she is a true competitor. She loves the game of basketball, loves to win.
And a unique challenge for you, your leaders are Tony, your senior, and Janae Smith, a senior and a freshman. Yeah. What kind of challenges does that present for you?
Well, it's been interesting so far because, our team really primarily consists of freshmen and sophomores. Right. They're getting a lot of playing time and getting better and better for us. The thing about Janae is, again, she's in the mode of Tony in that she is a true competitor. They don't have the same type of personalities, might not show it the same way until they get on the court, and it's just the all-out going after it, to getting in the gym and putting in the extra work right. to get better and better. And I really think that offensively, for the most part, Janae doesn't play like a freshman. Defensively, she's got all the things to learn that any freshman does. So really, it hasn't presented great challenges for us. It's been a real welcome thing to see.
And last year, a lot of seniors on the team, a lot of freshmen that didn't get a lot of time because of those seniors. So the sophomores now, it's really their first go-around. So right. I'm sure you see progress every game. I
do, and really I would say about, 3 or 4 games ago, I started seeing a little bit of the separation in experience level between the freshmen and sophomores that I hope to see early on. I know it was hard for them because they didn't get the actual game experience. Right. What I was really hoping was that playing every day in practice against that talented team that we had last year, that that was really going to help them a lot, and I've started seeing some of that now.
How do you see the Southern Conference? Very early in the conference season, but how do you see the conference shaping up now?
I just see it as exciting more than anything else. When I look at the scores after every Saturday and Monday and see who's beat who, it's hard to pin anything down. I mean, I think, you can pick out a couple of teams that might have some advantage over others, but then 2 of those I would have picked lost the other day. So I just think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, Coach Wilson's Cougars, you can follow them January 13th. They're at Wofford. You can watch on CFCsports.com. And then right here in this building, January 15th against Greensboro, January 19th against Georgia Southern. Come out and support this ladies' team. They're fun to watch. And it's really early in the season. Good luck to you the rest of the year.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll be right back with a whole lot more of the Bobby Cremins Show right after these messages. Do not change that channel.
Hey, everyone's eating tacos outside Bill's office.
Don't you think that's some information I would like to know?
I like tacos. You invited Eric? I thought Eric gave you the creeps. Oh. Yeah. Hey.
Don't be left behind. AT&T, the nation's fastest mobile broadband network, is getting faster with 4G.
Welcome back once again to the Bobby Cremins Show, and joining us this week on Cougar Conversations is Willis Hall, sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina. Everybody knows Willis because he played in every game last year. Number 53, if you don't know Willis Hall. But first question, why 53? And I'm just curious, is there a reason why number 53?
I had the number in high school, and when I came here, I wanted 00, but they couldn't give it to me. So I just kept the same number. There's no real attachment to it. That's what I ended up
Why
keeping.
did you want 00? I mean, I was just curious.
I don't know. I wore that when I was young. That was like my AAU number or whatever you want to call it. And that's all. I've always liked that number, but I couldn't have it in high school because it wasn't one of the jersey numbers. So that's all that was.
But 53 is from high school your whole time?
Yes, sir.
Scored 50 plus over 1,500 points in high school in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. Last year you come here as a freshman, obviously for Coach Cremins, playing every basketball game. First game you ever plays at Coastal Carolina, you have a double-double. You remember that game?
I remember it.
Scared? Nervous? On the road?
I wasn't too scared. I didn't get too nervous. I was just, it was like the first game, so everything was just coming a million miles an hour, and I was just trying to keep up.
Was the game in college very different speed-wise than it was for you in high school?
It's a whole new level.
Tough to adjust to. Obviously you adjusted, but tough to adjust to.
It's not that bad. It just takes a little time. It takes some people longer than others. But once you play in enough games, you get it. You get the hang of it.
Now AAU, you played AAU obviously in North Carolina as well. That got you ready for college basketball a little bit just because of the speed of the game's a little different than high school basketball? To
tell you the truth, I don't really. AAU ball kind of forces you to play one-on-one defense. That's for sure.
Because it's one-on-one offense.
There's a lot of one-on-one offense in AAU ball, so you definitely get ready for guarding guards in AAU basketball. That's for sure.
And one of the biggest things physically for you, bigger and stronger than last year. Has that made a difference in how you're playing this year? What you can do?
I got a little bit more weight to throw around down there. That's definitely a plus than I did last year. Last year I was, struggling to keep it, 210, and now I'm staying right around 228, 230. So I got a little bit more weight to throw around down there, and that's probably the biggest thing.
If you haven't watched number 53 when Willis is on the floor, I'd say 90% of the time the guy you guard is bigger than you are. And he takes you inside.
Almost 100.
And he throws you around a little bit. Now, when he's not as big, you have the advantage, but most of them are bigger. Talking about bigs, let's talk about maybe the biggest game or one of the biggest games of the year last year in this arena. You beat North Carolina. And I watched the video last night, and I didn't realize it at the time. After Andrew Gowlock ties the game up and you go in overtime, the last shot for North Carolina was missed. And there's a picture of you with your fist up in the air, but you got the last rebound of the basketball game.
Yes, sir. Just
Pretty exciting.
Had to go up there and get it.
What did you think when the ball's in the air? Because that goes in, it goes to double overtime.
Well, back in high school, our coach always taught us, no matter where they shoot it from, at the last second of the buzzer, go get it, because there can always be a chance for a tip-in.
Good
point.
So
I just raced after the ball, and luckily I was the first one to get it.
Great moment, great win for the College of Charleston, but you go down the other end, very little time on the clock, and you missed a free throw.
Missed a free throw.
Were you aware of what was going on, or were you we just won the basketball game?
I actually, when I shot the ball, I thought it was good. It was one of those moments when it comes off your fingertips, you're just like, oh man, that's nothing but net. And it hit the rim the wrong way. It hit in the front, I think, and then went back and came up to the front and then bounced out. And I was so surprised because I thought for sure that was good.
It was close, but then a great win for you guys in this arena, beating the number 9 team in the country. Plus, coming from Charlotte, North Carolina, had to be special.
Oh, it was great.
You played that out all summer? We beat North Carolina?
Oh, man. I heard it everywhere I went. But it was just good to, I don't know, I've always been a Duke fan, so.
Even better.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great.
You root for everybody that plays Duke, or everybody that plays against North Carolina?
Pretty much.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
People don't know, you have a brother that's a freshman here as well at the College of Charleston.
Yes, sir.
He had a good semester? He had a good year?
He had a great semester. He was able to pass math, which
that's a plus.
That's definitely a step up. So he's doing well.
That's great. Thank you very much for doing some Cougar Conversation. Best of luck this year.
Thank you, sir.
Willis Hall. We'll be right back with more of the Bobby Cremins Show right after this.
AT&T covers 97% of all Americans. Rethink possible.
Welcome back once again to the Bobby Cremins Show, and this is a chance, Coach, we get to look ahead. Tough week ahead for the Cougs. First game we got to talk about, it's you're playing a Drizel, but it's not lefty anymore. This time it's Chuck at the Citadel.
Yeah, it's wonderful. In 1981, I had the good fortune of going from Appalachian State to Georgia Tech and becoming a coach in the ACC. The year before that, Jimmy Valvano was at NC State and Coach K went to Duke. And the three of us were known as the Young Guns. And of course, we were chasing Dean Smith, Terry Holland, and a guy over in Maryland by the name of Lefty Drizel. And Lefty rejuvenated Maryland basketball. He liked to call it the UCLA of the East. And you know, there's always been a few coaches that I coach against and played against as a player. Dean Smith is one of those coaches, and so is Lefty Drizel. I played against his teams as a player, and then, of course, coached against him in the ACC. And he has a young son in coaching. He was another great coach, Gary Williams at Maryland. Chuck Drizel worked for Gary, and the Citadel job opened up when Ed Conroy left and went to Tulane. And Chuck is now the head coach of Citadel, so we'll be coaching against Annetta Drizel.
Well, you're in the Carolina First Arena, and of course, Cameron Wells is still there, Austin Don, Brian Streeter, Zach Urbanis. They got most of the cast back, and then a young man named Mike Russell that was hurt last year is really playing well for them. So it's a lot of guys that your players and you know very well.
Nate, I can assure you one thing. When Citadel shows up against the Cougars, they're ready to play. In our beautiful new building here, they're undefeated, and they know that. And I give them a lot of credit. They play great basketball against us. They caused us some nightmares. We've had some great matchups against them. And they have, as you alluded to, they have a first-team All-Southern Conference player in Cameron Wells. So, you know, Nate, regardless of who we play, every game in the Southern Conference is going to be tough. You know, we're very fortunate where we are, but we easily could have lost a couple of those games.
And then you get on the bus and you go to Mr. Schulman's team down in the Roundhouse at Chattanooga. A lot of great athletes, Ricky Taylor and the bunch. And
don't forget, Chattanooga will be the site of the SoCon tournament this year. But John Schumann always has the athletic team. A couple of great transfers. He got a young man from Georgetown, from Tennessee. I recruited him out of high school. Very, very good player. And we'll leave Sunday night, tough bus ride to Chattanooga. And then we'll come back. Monday is Martin Luther King Day, so we have no classes here, which is a break for us. And NCAA rules require you to take one day off a week, so we have to take Tuesday off. I might go to Atlanta and do some recruiting. I like recruiting in Atlanta. And then we got Western Carolina coming into our gym. And, of course, Western Carolina, another very athletic team.
Matumbo, Mike Williams, Richie Gordon, and a very good team, similar to Chattanooga in that they're really, really athletic.
Yeah, you know, we're a target, Nate. Right now, we're in first place, and people are going to come after us. So, you know, we got to continue to bring our A game and play really well.
Well, this man loves to think about the NCAA in general, and now we'll get a chance to talk to Bobby about things around the NCAA, which is brought to you by Piggly Wiggly. Coach, the NCAA tournament's a long way off, but it really isn't. A lot of people wanted to go from 65 to 96. It went to 68. What are your thoughts about what it did, and where did you fall in that category?
It was a big subject this past summer, and there was a lot of controversy. I was a strong advocate of going to 96. I feel like, you know, we have about 360 Division I schools, and I think the more you get in, the better it is for everybody, and what a great experience it is for the student athlete. However, a lot of people feel like, you know, if you mess around with the tournament, you're taking something away from it. I disagree. But we backed down at the end. The NCAA backed down, and they did not go to 96. They went to 68. And that means they have another play-in game. I was hoping they'd go to 96, maybe get 2 Southern Conference teams in the big dance, but we'll see where it goes. At least it's going forward. It didn't go forward a lot. Right. But anytime you improve and go higher, it's a little bit better.
Well, the 68 puts obviously 3 more teams. And the 96, rather than the automatic to the NIT, it might have got the regular season winner in the NCAA.
Yeah, no question about it. The regular season winner should get in if it goes to 96. But we'll see if that happens in that day. But for right now, the regular season winner gets an NIT bid, which is tremendous. And, of course, we all know the only way you can get an NCAA bid is winning the tournament.
Well, let me flash you back a little bit. What's your memory? And I sat in the stands and screamed at you because I hated you at South Carolina. I went to Maryland. What's your memories about playing against Lefty Driesell at Maryland?
Lefty Driesell had tremendous energy. He was relentless. He was a hard worker. He had great spirit, great enthusiasm. He brought a great spirit to the University of Maryland. Unfortunately, you know, the Lenny Byers situation was tough on Coach Driesell, but he is a legend in our business.
This man coached against Lefty Driesell and against Dean Smith. Quick, Dean Smith, favorite memory in playing?
Dean Smith, you know, winning our first ACC championship in Atlanta, what we had to do to beat them. Dean Smith is one of the greatest of all time. I have great respect for him.
2 great coaches he coached against, and now he's coaching against their sons. It's got to be fun. Don't you go anywhere. We're going to wrap up the show when we come back with more of the Bobby Cremins Show.
Hey, everyone's eating tacos outside Bill's office.
Don't you think that's some information I would like to know? I like tacos. You invited Eric? I thought Eric gave you the creeps. Oh. Yeah. Hey.
Don't be left behind. AT&T, the nation's fastest mobile broadband network, is getting faster with 4G.
Well, that wraps it up this week for the Bobby Cremins Show. A big week for the Cougars coming up. Saturday, the Citadel comes right here to the Carolina First Arena. And then the Cougars go to Chattanooga on Monday. And then Thursday, right back here against Western Carolina. So 3 great games. 2 of them right here. You can come watch and cheer on the Cougars. For Coach Bobby Cremins and myself, Nate Ross, we want to thank everybody for putting this show together. And most importantly, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week right here on the Bobby Cremins Show.